Hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our ADT for November 2025. 2025
Excellent.
is gone, but we're now middle of December and already prepping for January. And before we blink again, we'll be doing the next ADT for end of January. But welcome, everybody. I know there are a couple of guests who are hopefully coming, but battling to get on. And this recording will go out to them as well. And so I've been given the task of being MC. And we're going to start by me doing a very quick edited version of the plan so that when I do send out the recording, people know what this is all about, because this is a business and it's a unique business and a very exciting business. So let me share my screen quickly. And lose a couple of these things over here and lose me over here and over here. Right. So, what is this business thing that we talk about? It all starts with your why. Why do you want to look at this? Why do you want to make some extra money? What's your reason? And as Rob Sperry always says, the goal in life is not to die with memories, or to is to die with memories, not with dreams. And you don't want to be going through life and going, "Oh, I wish we, if only." You don't do that. You want to say, "Oh, do you remember when? Do you remember when we went here? Do you remember when we went there? We remember when." Those are the memories we want to have. But the reality is that life begins at the end of your comfort zone, because in your comfort zone, nothing grows. So who am I? Where do I come in having to talk all about this? Many moons ago, I was introduced to a range of products that I really liked. And then I found out that if I joined the company as a distributor, I could get these products at cost price. Me being a cheapskate, I like that. Anywhere that I can save money, I'm game. So in my part-time hours, because I'm full-time employed at the moment, and those hours are not regular, but in my part-time hours, this business now allows me to pay off debts quicker and build up a good nest egg of savings. Generally, people with a salary, straight salary, don't always have that luxury. The company I'm linked with, or we are linked with, is unique as far as products and research is concerned. The products are all based in nature, yet backed by solid science. The compensation plan and business model have been solidly tested since 1958 in over 50 countries. So this is not a fly-by-night scam type thing. This is a legitimate business that has been going for many, many years. I'm now well assured of my future finances and know that time and financial freedom is readily available anytime I choose to retire from my job. And as I always say to people, you don't retire at a certain age, you retire when you can afford to. If that's 26 years of age, great. If it's 86 years of age, not so great. But you retire when you can afford to. So life in general is challenging. Approximately 467 million Africans, which is about one third of the continent's population, are currently living in poverty. Approximately 60% of South Africa's youth are unemployed. Very scary thought. Rising unemployment and the rising cost of living is affecting all Africans. According to FNB, the majority of middle income South Africans spend their entire salary within 5 days of getting paid. It means if you're paid on the 25th of the month, by the end of the month, by the 30th of the month, you're broke. Very scary thought. 76% of Africa's youth have expressed a desire to start a business because jobs are so scarce. You're either going to crime or you've got to start your own business. Africa has the highest rate of female entrepreneurship in the world. And this is Africa's time. 1 in 5 adults in Africa are starting or running a business at present. The majority of Africa's youth express the desire to become fully independent because they don't want to work for anybody. They want that freedom. 65% believe the 21st century will be the African century. This is the age of the entrepreneur. And we have the solution. And that is called network marketing. But who is the we in this particular network marketing concept? Now, network marketing, it is currently in excess of $190 billion globally. It turns over every month or every year. There are over 120 million active distributors, probably a whole lot more inactive distributors. Over 200 million US dollars is paid daily to these people. And 43% of sales come from emerging markets. But who is the we? We are a worldwide nutrition company committed to end the trend using superior quality nutrition as our weapon of choice. The company was established in 1958. Currently in over 50 countries, we have a unique scientific advisory board who vet and check every single product before it is released. And we have 4 ranges of products. Don't have time to get into that right now. So how do we do this? Talking to people causes success to happen. Because if you just sit in a corner and never talk to anybody, nobody's going to know your business. So to do that, we need a couple of success habits. First of all, you need to define your goal. It needs to be motivating, it needs to be strong, and it needs to be exciting. Second, simply use the products. This is your business. You don't go, if you're owning a certain supermarket, you don't go to the opposition supermarket and buy your groceries from them. You buy from your own supermarket. It just makes sense. We have our own supermarket. And then we need to talk to people about our product and opportunity. And that involves listening to people, listening to their challenges, their problems, and offering them a solution. It's all that we do. And now there are 3 pillars of success involved over here as well. First one is obviously the products. Second is the compensation plan. And the third is the community, which has been amazing for success for me. I don't have time to get into all the nitty-gritty of points and things, but know that because this company is in over 50 countries, and most of the products are available in all those countries, and all those countries obviously have different currency, we talk about points. And we always say that you need to aim to use and or sell 100 or more points every month. And those points can simply be from 3 things. Our flagship product is a product called TreeNN. Again, I don't have time to get into that right now, but know that TreeNN in South Africa, in Germany, in the States, in Australia, in the UK is worth 34 PV for a bottle of 120. Now, if you buy 3 bottles, you use 1 bottle for yourself, and you share 2 bottles with other people every month, that is 102 points. Now, what you need to do is you need to find 3 friends who you feel would like to earn some extra money. And you show them how to do exactly the same thing. Use a bottle of TreeNN, sell or share 2 bottles of TreeNN. So they're getting their 100 or more points a month. But how does this make money? Because if you are doing it and 1 friend is doing it, that's 2 of you, it's 200 points a month. You're not going to make a lot of money. In fact, you're only going to make retail profit, which is maybe 100 Rand or so. But now you find 1 other and you show your friend how to find 1 other. That's 4 of you doing 100 points every month. Now you're getting a bonus of 150 Rand on top of your retail profit. Still not a lot of money. Double that. Show each person how to find 1 other person. Now you've got 8 people. 800 points will bring you 500 Rand bonus plus your retail profit. Getting better, getting closer to be able to fill your car with petrol. Keep going. Talk to one person, show each person how to do just one more. That's 8 and 8, 16 people, each doing the basic 100. Now you're getting about 2,000 Rand plus your retail profit. Starting to look better. Keep going. Double it. 3,200 points, 6,000 Rand. Now you're starting to look at a salary that a lot of people work for 8 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week. And you're doing this simply by talking to one other person. Keep going, double it again. Now you're earning 15,000 Rand. That's a pretty good salary for the average person these days. And remember, you don't need any qualifications in this business. You need to be 18 years old or older. That's it. We don't care about anything else. Your background, your qualifications, all you need to do is be willing to follow the plan. It goes further than that, but I don't have time to get into that right now. So the company that we're working with is called Nearlife, and it is the solution, and that when we can help Africa achieve success through science-backed wellness. And remember, you always do what you've always done, you always get what you've always got. But to change this, you need to do today what others won't, so that you can do tomorrow what others can't. So what do you need to do from here? First of all, you need a desire for more, be it money, time, travel. I don't know what your desire is. And you need an opportunity. I've just shown it to you. And then you need to take action by making a decision. It's a simple answer. Do you want to do this and make some money? Or are you quite happy where you are? No, thank you is the answer. Great. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your time. However, if you'd like some extra energy, speak to the person who showed this to you. We can help you. And then you need to communicate to your host. Give them your answer. Yes, I certainly hope so. Or no, we're sorry to see you go. But the yes, we really like to hear. And the hardest thing to do is leaving your comfort zone. But you have to let go of the life you're familiar with. Take the risk to live the life you just dream about at the moment. You decide. I hope you make the right decision. All right. So now, as I said before, we are in December. And obviously January is knocking on the door very loudly at the moment and ringing the bell. So we need to plan for 2026. And the best person to tell us how to plan is John. He's going to tell us the importance of keeping a diary.
Thank you, Sean. Good evening, everyone. For those of you who was privileged to listen to Sean's talk Tuesday, he did it all for us. In fact, he had a two-edged sword, which was absolutely phenomenal. And I've just got to reiterate a couple of points here. The first thing one must do is decide if what you want to get out of this business. Look at your past, take the good points forward, but don't dwell on the past. So if you have a look at this business, we've all got the marketing plan, we all know the various steps, and we all know which steps we should be taking. So on that piece of paper, you've got to have a clear mind and a clear goal of where you want to go. It's no good just leaving to chance your future in this opportunity. So if you have a look at on the piece of paper, what are you going to write down? First of all, you've got to have some clear-cut goals. You've got to know what you want and where you want to go, where you want to travel. It's all those personal things. In the very beginning, we had a dream chart and we put down the things we desire. People got to go look at that again and just see, take a step back and say, right, are we happy or excited where we are right now? Or as Sean said in a few minutes ago, if things should change, we've got to change. And if we don't change anything, well, I think we'll just be exactly the same as we were last year and the years before. So decide right now or the next couple of days, or certainly before the end of the year, what you want to do and whereabouts in this business you would like to see yourself. So if you look at your next step, I think that's a very good place to go. It's no good desiring a lot of things and you stay where you are, because I can assure you it's not going to happen that you're going to achieve all those goals, those items. You've got to step out of your comfort zone, like Sean said. It's vital. So you've got to do something that we haven't done in the last couple of years or add something in. And I can't help thinking that if you have that piece of paper and say, right, I need to take my next step, I need to do this. Start planning now the various stages of where you want to be with bite-sized uh, uh, increments where you can actually measure yourself. So you can't say, I'd like to be a diamond director, and uh, you haven't, and you're not going to change what you're doing. You've got to commensurate what you're doing to your steps. So if you put in 5 to 10 hours of work a week, uh, and you haven't been doing that, then it's a good idea to say, well, my goal is to get to my next step. And in order for me to achieve that, I've got to increase my effort. It's the effort that will give you the result. No doubt about it. We've got the machine, we've got the mechanism, we've got the products, we've got the personal, we've got the leadership. All the unknown equation is actually you. And if you can just believe in yourself that you can do it, it's going to happen for you. So if your next step, say, I'm just going to use a person who is probably senior manager right now, reporting from executive manager, it would be a good idea to say, right, I've got to change something. So in your goal from now until 12 months down the track, which is this time next year, write down what you want to do and where you want to go. And then halve it for 6 months prior to that accomplishment, and then see where you are. And then again 3 months. So quarterly, you get your target on track. If you're not on track, then it's got to be a little more effort. If you are on track, well, even more, at least go ahead. So I think that the new year 2026, it's going to be the year for us to expand. Wherever you are, expand with what you're doing, expand our intake, expand our talking to people. And we've got the finest solution for that poverty which people are going to get there. And I just heard not so long ago, they retrenched a lot of people from other firms already. I don't know what the exact statistic is, but Sean mentioned a couple of figures there. It's increasing daily. And we couldn't have a better opportunity for those people who are at this stage, they are living without basically any hope of improving their future. We've got the key, we can do it, we've got the personnel, we've got to go out there and help them solve their dilemma or their problem. So I just wish you all the very best. I know you can do it. You've got the wherewithal. It's up to you. put it together. Thank you, Sean.
Thanks, John. Yes, definitely 2026, the year of growth. Right. Vic, can you tell us why do we need to have a dream chart? What's the importance of it?
Funny you should ask. Yeah. Uh, well, for a start, both you and John have mentioned that yours and mine. Both you've both mentioned goals and knowing where you're going. And the whole idea of a dream chart is to constantly remind you of that. And people, we don't think in terms of words; we think in terms of pictures. So, if I say to you, "There's a red lorry," you don't see the words "red lorry." You actually see in your mind a red lorry. So pictures are very important. In fact, the Boffins, they say that a dream chart is probably the best motivation you can get if you fall over it every day. So what I'm saying is it doesn't help to be stuck behind some cupboard somewhere, some door that you never go to. Quite seriously, it needs to be where you trip over the thing every day. Behind your toilet door, which is a lot of people put it there because they're going to spend some time there. That's one option. In your lounge or your door as you go out, just somewhere where you can see it. So now, from saying that, how do you get to the dream board? Well, the first thing is that what it must be a reflection of your dreams and goals, preferably in some sort of order in terms of short term, medium term, long term. We know about goal setting, and if you can put your dream chart up in that format, mine is, since we moved, I can't even find it, quite honestly. It's down here somewhere in a box, somewhere in a box. So, I will find it and rebuild it, because I could have shown you that since we put that dream chart up, probably, I don't know, 10 years ago, we have achieved every dream on there excepting one. And that one I changed. I wanted a Jeep Cherokee, and I changed my mind about them, so I didn't get a Jeep Cherokee. But the rest I've achieved. Cameras and trips and all those kind of things. And only because we put it right on our bedroom door. We saw it every time we came in. And the whole idea of a dream chart, they say it's about the best motivation you can get. It reminds you all the time that these are my steps. But what a lot of people do is they put pictures up, but with the pictures alone are no good. You need to have next to those pictures some sort of steps. This is what I'll do to achieve this dream. At least one or two steps within your action plan, if you want to call it that, under each picture. To achieve this dream, this particular goal, I need to start here. I need to do this. So this will give you some direction. So you'll see that every day, and every day that will bring you back to reality, that you can't sit on your backside and do nothing. You've got to get out there and do something. And that's basically the whole purpose of a dream board. And from a motivational point, it's the ultimate way to motivate people. I've always said that no one else can really motivate you. You've got to motivate yourself. Outside motivation will come and go. I mean, you can listen to talks on the internet, you can listen to talks even in our big meetings, and they're fine for a while, but they dissipate, they go away. And if you've got that dream chart there, it's there to motivate you all the time. Every time you look at it, and if you have you feel guilty about not doing something, that's good, because that's what it's there for. It's there to remind you to get off your backside and go do something. And it's been a bit of a problem with, we've gone in the last year, we've gone through moves and changes, and our life has been a bit hectic, but no, things are looking up now. We're back on track again, and our dream board is obviously a new dream board now, because the other one, there is no space in it anymore. And as I said, all those things have been achieved. So we now have to go back to basics. So we've got to do a new dream board and stick it up. Some people carry a vision board and a smaller scale in their pockets. I think Charlie believes in that. You can take it out from your pocket. You can look at it every now and again, and that can motivate you during the day. Other people put it in their phones, and they like to know, their phone reminds them every day. There you go. That this is what you do. I don't do that. I mean, if I see it 4, 5, 6 times a day in my house, that's enough to get me going. I mean, now when I was in hospital, this last little session I had there, I had a physiotherapist that came and hassled me, and but he made me do all these exercises when I didn't want to. but she's real pain in the butt. Guess what? She's signing up under us in our business because
Well done.
she was bullying me. I wasn't going to let her get away with it, you know. So now, yeah, we were supposed to go to her today, but she sort of ran out of time because she's still a busy girl, and she's heavily involved with the Olympic teams and stuff like that. So yeah, that could be a good one. But the point is, your dream board is fine as long as you transfer those dreams to physical action. You have to be prepared to look at the board and say, well, today I need to do something at least to just get off my butt and go and do something. As I always remember what Debbie once said at some talk. She said, very rarely do you find someone walking through your door and asking to join your business. They don't come walking into your house. You got to go and find them, man. And if your dream board can motivate you for that, that's what it's there for. So basically, that's it, folks. I'm out of here.
Thanks very much. Yes.
Well
And
done.
it mustn't stay just a dream. It must become action.
That's it.
Honestly, part of that action is showing people what our products can do. If you can give us an edited version, that would be great. Go for it.
Okay, always. Thank you, Sean. Hello, everybody. Yes, I think we all saw our first demonstration of the products when we went to experience meeting. Nowadays, it's only once a month. And if you miss that one, so it is you as downline responsibility to show that to your customers or your new upcoming distributor. So if you talk about it, it's so much info, but if you give a demonstration, it makes it easier. And then they remember, oh yes, clean the carpet, super 10, wash the broccoli. And what I love about the demonstration, to watch the people's face, they cannot believe it. And I like to bring in some humor. And then I say, if I've got a mark here on my shirt, I just spray Super 10 and I just rub it. When I go out, it dry quickly and nobody will even notice that. And that's also a way how they can remember our products. And yeah, that's basically all. I can carry on and on. That is on the home cleaning products. And then the other one I always bring in is the Pro Vitality, the 4 capsules in one sachet. And then I also bring in the kids' nutrition, which is the Vita Square, Vita Guard, Omega 3, and Liquivite. And if they've got any questions, want me to do it at the home, with pleasure, I'll go and do it. So that's me in a nutshell. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Yes. As I say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Demonstration's worth 1,000 PV. All right. As we draw to a close, Debbie, your favorite section, bit of recognition, and send us off in the year on a high note. We look forward to that. Thanks.
Yes, no, it's been quite a tough few weeks, a tough few months actually. So I think with everything going on in our lives, it's coming to a peak. Now we're going to have the time between now and New Year, and we really need to step it up. We need to start sponsoring our way out of trouble, I would always say. You might not think you're in trouble, but you know, good days always never last, bad days never last. So once you start to prepare for the good days, and then it just momentum from there. Unfortunately, I couldn't go onto my site today. It tells me I've been corrupted. So I wanted to have a look at what happened last month. But let's forget about last month. Let's start concentrating now, starting now. Get all your gifts for Christmas from your own store. Don't go and buy from other places. Remember that you're getting 25% off every single product. Even if you are a new distributor, you're getting 25% off your products. Get to Director next year, and you'll get 50% off all your products if you buy. Now, you cannot beat that price anywhere. So I really encourage you just to get your head right, get your motivation right, and just go for it. We all know exactly, especially those of us on here, we all know exactly what we need to do. But do we do it? That is the question. And as any father would say, just do it. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you, Debbie. Thanks, everybody. That was brilliant. Very nice and concise and to the point. So, your homework. Visualize, write it down, put a picture up, talk to people. And don't forget to use your own products, because by doing that, you can very soon be doing what you want, when you want, at the time you want, without having to answer to anybody else. Because the new wealth these days is to be able to do exactly what you want, when you want, spend time with your family, generating those memories, not just stopping at the dreaming. So we can dream, we can put the pictures up, but the best result is to have the pictures up afterwards of you having enjoyed that event. And you can make up a dream board, a post-dream board. This is what I dreamed
Best
about.
picture is
This is what I
best is to cross the pictures off.
Yes,
The best is to cross the pictures off when you've got them. That's the nice feeling.
there you go. And hey, we've got 12 months to do that. Put up 12 pictures, 1 month at a 1 month at a time. You can do it. Thanks, everybody. We will be closing the recordings now for the rest of 2025, and we will see you all back here again, fresh, ready to face 2026 in a couple of weeks' time. Have a great week.